It's me, Bree McGee. Welcome to my little corner of the world. How are you today? Very well, I hope, and whatever you're doing, I hope it's going swimmingly. This is Bree's Breeze, and today we're going to talk about waiting in life. So get a drink, grab a snack, and let's get to work. Now, I think these days we can conclude that we have to do a lot of waiting around for several different reasons. We have to wait in bus shelter queues, we have to wait for trains, we have to wait in post offices, supermarkets and even coffee shops, don't we, for what we want to buy. And we also have the dreaded waiting lists, which we are often put on the end of at hospitals and doctors and even dentists. But I think that waiting can be very, very boring and time consuming, but if we try to use that time a little bit more wisely, I think it can be a little bit less painful. So I must admit that if I go to a bus stop and for whatever reason the bus is missing or late, and especially if there's no one else at the bus stop, I just sing out loud just whilst I wait for the bus. And I think people who go past in cars often look at me a bit strangely, wondering what I'm talking to myself about. But I like to sing anyway, but if there's no one else around, quite often I do sing. Or standing at a bus stop, we can have a look around the area. Is there anyone walking a dog? Is there someone walking past we can say hello to? Or someone in the queue as well, or we can have a conversation with? Similarly, in supermarket queues, is there anyone else we can speak to? Often queues in supermarkets are very, very long, aren't they? But I try to cut the staff a little bit of slack because often I think there is a shortage of staff and there aren't many tills open, so we just have to wait in line until it's our turn, which can be a little bit off-putting and a bit boring. But I think we need to be a little bit patient with them. And as for hospital waiting lists, I recently, back in May, I was told by two different medical staff that I had been referred to a department and I was on the end of a 1-year waiting list. And I said, no, that's fine, I'm happy to wait. As long as I'm on the list, that's fine, I will wait. And so I waited about 4 months, and then I was talking to another medical member of staff and I said, about 4 months ago I was referred to this department, I was put on a list, and she said, well, I've got access to your record and you're not on any list for this particular reason. And I couldn't believe it. I'd been told by two people I'd been referred when I hadn't been referred at all. So all that 4 months worth of waiting where I thought I was making my way up a list, I wasn't on the list at all. And I can say that I was very upset by that because it's a really pressing matter that I wanted to get an assessment for, but I wasn't put on the list. So I really didn't know what to do about that, and I still don't, because I haven't done anything else about it, and I've kind of fallen out with them a little bit, if I'm honest, and I'm avoiding going to the doctors right now for a couple of other reasons I will mention in another video. But no, I think waiting is arduous and laborious at best, and if we can use that time a little bit more wisely and in a better way, I think it can benefit us more in the long run. So do let me know in the comments anything that you do whilst you're waiting in a queue or on a list, and I will be interested to find out. So all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching. I'll be thinking of you. Have a wonderful day, and from my little corner of the world to yours, bye for now.